What up, everybody? It's Fizzy Stardust up in your place. I got a GBA match against ShadyPenguinn. It sounds really cool because I can hear myself in my headphones. It's like this stadium, like yeah. It sounds really cool. He's gonna lead off with a Manectric, and he's gonna go Mega because them's the rules, boy. Your Mega has to Omega Evolve. So he's going to Volt Switch out on my Mew. I know my Mew can take it because I'm running a bulkier version of a Mew today. And I decided to go for Roost because I want to scout out whatever he's going to do. And so now I'm back at full health. I'm now looking at this thing. I'm like, alright, whatever. He's going to U-turn, which is fine because I'm physically defensive, and while it is super effective, it actually doesn't do much. I'm going to knock off here, and it's really great because I get to knock off leftovers onto Vaporeon. I decided to go for the Will-O-Wisp because I assumed getting good residual damage would be good, but he actually goes for Toxic, which makes me wish Will-O-Wisp missed because I would have rather it been Toxic than Burned. But what are you gonna do? I thought that was a weird move, so I'm gonna move into a Gudra, who can take a Scald all day, even if it gets burned. It's not that big of a deal. I'm really kind of predicting him to switch at this point, so I go for Dragon Tail. I get some damage off, and he gets a Wish off, which is whatever. I don't like being against a Golbat because I don't want to get Super Fanged. I don't want to lose half my health, but I did have like Thunderbolt or whatever. I bring in Mew, and I'm like, man, I could knock it off. That'd be cool. But he's gonna switch out into Vaporeon, as I kind of thought he would. So I roost up, get that HP back. It's really a drag being poisoned and as like a wallish kind of thing. So I'm gonna have to switch out again and go into Gudra. Well, he's gonna go for another wish, which is fine, I guess. At this point, he protects, which is cool. I predicted him to not do anything. I just went for Thunderbolt. He gets his wish, and that's fine. I show Thunderbolt, so now he has to be worried about it. So I predict him to switch here into Mamoswine. It seemed like the obvious play. And he made a really good play. It stayed and went for Toxic. But thankfully it missed, and now I can go for Thunderbolt, and it knocks out Vaporeon, which is huge. Fuck Vaporeon. He's an idiot. At this point here, I'm pretty sure he's going to go for an Ice move of some sort. But he actually goes for Earthquake, so I'm really glad I didn't go out into Aggron. Mew, I was just like, he's gonna be a little buffer guy, scout out this stupid Mamoswine. I knew that Mew wouldn't do much, after he got Toxic, but it feels pretty good. I just wish I would have got a knockoff on that Golbat, but I'll live. So I go into Chestnut, and I know Chestnut sucks and everything, but, it's actually not bad. And I thought he would also bring Tyranitar, so I thought this would be a pretty good check for Mamoswine, and also a decent counter to Tyranitar. But he's going to go to Golbat here, and Leech Seed is going to restore so much health. And I'm going to Mega here. I think at this point I'm just going to have to go for Heavy Slam. I'm running a bulkier wall-ish version of Aggron. Actually, it's a curse set. I got a little overeager later on, but whatever. But an Intimidated Heavy Slam does a pretty good amount of damage to Manectric. I'm going to switch out here because I don't want to take any damage. I know that I could probably take something, but I don't want to. He's going to Volt Switch on my switch into Gudra, but Gudra is cool. Gudra's taking that hit all day long. Now, Mamoswine, he can't really afford to go for Earthquake here. He's got to go for the Ice move. And I predict that I go into my Pure Steel Mega Aggron. Mega Aggron is going to take this thing like a champ. And it's a crit nonetheless. Now, I just go for a Heavy Slam, which is great. It's going to do a lot of damage to Golbat. Because Golbat's a little puny light guy, man. And he's going to Roost. I'm going to go for another Heavy Slam. It's gonna be, a little bit more than half. Eventually, I'll do more damage than he roosts off, but it's not a game that neither one of us wants to play. He's gonna bring in Manetric. I'm gonna curse up. So I'm at neutral attack, +1 defense, and I'm gonna have to switch out. So I kind of show that I have curse, and that's bad. He's going to go for flamethrower. It's a pretty obvious play, but I'm going to go to Gudra. He gets a burn, which is ridiculous. I would have rather taken more damage from Thunderbolt and not have gotten burned. However, I'm pretty sure he's happy that he burned me because the status on Gudra is pretty giant. I Dragon Tail because I knew that he was going to Volt Switch, and it misses on Golbat, so I'm going to switch out into Aggron because Golbat really can't touch Aggron beyond Super Fang, and I'm packing Rest. I'm Rest Hawk Aggron, so I feel pretty good about it. Now he's going to bring in Manetric because he's finally realized, hey, that boy over there doesn't have Earthquake. Feels pretty safe, but I'm going to get the rest up and then switch out into Gudra. It's pretty obvious again, but Gudra takes all of his hits really well. Even HP Ice really just, it doesn't do much to Gudra. Now, he's whittling Gudra down, and my ability to switch on Megan Manetric is all but a pipe dream at this point. I really predicted him to not go into Golbat because it is something that he's been doing over and over again. He knows I have Thunderbolt, and that I can hit Golbat pretty hard. So I predicted him to go into Mamoswine or something else. And I thought Focus Blast, man, that would be cool. But it hit the thing. I Dragon Tail out. It's Noivern. And I bring in Keldeo, which all but tells him I'm Scarfed. And I'm going to go for Icy Wind here, and make this Golbat slower. Fine. I don't want to get Brave Birded by Golbat, but at this point, I haven't seen it at all yet, and so maybe he's not actually using it this week. I know that's something he has used before, and I was worried about it pretty much the whole game, but I didn't ever want to rule it out. So Aggron's asleep. I go for Sleep Talk. I get Rest. Any Thunderbolts? I stayed in on that turn. I did the calc, so I had a pretty decent chance of living. However, I didn't, so whatever. So I bring in Dragonite, and I'm like, man, I really need to do something. I need to swing the momentum back my way. Hidden Power Ice isn't going to do shit because I have Multiscale still. I set up a Dragon Dance, and he switches to Golbat, and I just fucking outrage him, please. Manetric gets the Intimidate off, and Volt switches, and to my surprise, is faster than a +1 Dragonite. Who knew? I didn't run that calc. I probably should have. This fucking thing is bulky, and it lives with 1 HP. Which is ridiculous, but, what are you going to do? Outrage. Dragonite takes down 2 things, which is cool. Now, here, I'm like, alright, I run another calc. HP Ice on Dragonite. And the fucking thing told me I had a chance to live. So I was like, alright, fuck it. Too bad I didn't. I probably didn't do multi-scale. I don't know. So I bring in Keldeo, who's Scarfed. Fuck, faster than Manetric. Fuck off. Hydro Pump hits. And now here's the thing. I'm like, I thought for a really long time. I miss Hydro Pump. It didn't really matter. Thing's a fucking dragon. I should have gone into my Chestnut, take the Air Slash, and then knock this thing out with Icy Wind, thus giving me a differential boost a little bit by 1, but I didn't think that way. Brain no work, fizz dumb. ShadyPenguinn picks up the win with 2-0. And he's really trying hard to crush the Atlanta Haluch's dreams of getting into the playoffs and as an expansion team, who also knows almost nothing about what's this game. So, rate, comment, subscribe, leave a thing down there. Tell me why you hate my guts and why, who, what, when. Atlanta Hoolishes for life. Nah.